If you like looter-shooter games such as Outriders, so you are at the right place. In this video, I will show you some best games like Outriders. So without any further ado, let's start this video. The first game of this video is Godfall. Godfall, like Outriders, isn't attempting to revolutionize the looter-shooter genre, but focusing on keeping players interested and delighted with a basic, yet gratifying gameplay loop. To date, the game has a highly replayable campaign with difficulty ratings that reward players for completing tasks at higher tiers. There are 5 weapon classes to choose from, and you may focus down on a certain playstyle by acquiring and donning valor plates, which give your character's build distinct perks. Next up we have Aliens Fireteam Elite. Aliens Fireteam Elite, another co-op friendly third-person shooter with RPG components, is our first choice for Outriders lovers. Up to 3 players can play as space marines tasked with investigating alien-infested planets teeming with xenomorphs and hostile androids. The game, like Outriders, has a variety of character classes, each with their own specialities, weapons, abilities, and customization possibilities for your space marine. Next up we have Remnant from the Ashes. Although Remnant from the Ashes plays more like a Dark Souls game thanks to its emphasis on difficult melee combat, it's actually a third-person shooter with a lot of looting. Although your weapon options aren't as extensive as Outriders, you can still fine-tune your character's playstyle with ability-based upgrade unlocks. Both games are set in gloomy and ominous environments, while Remnant has more fantasy aspects than Outriders, which is largely sci-fi. Next up we have Returnal. Returnal is a terrific PlayStation-exclusive third-person shooter that will appeal to lovers of Outriders, despite the fact that it does not allow co-op. The plot revolves around an astronaut who landed on an unknown planet in quest of a mystery signal, only to become caught in a time loop. As she explores into ever-changing worlds populated by extraterrestrial opponents, she resurrects after each death, equipped with more information and ammunition. Next up we have Deep Rock Galactic. Deep Rock Galactic is a 4-player online co-op shooter in which players control foul-mouthed dwarves as they dig their way through dangerous tunnels. Each task has you exploring vast subterranean biomes teeming with alien spiders as well as valuable minerals and ore that can be collected and used to enhance your gear and unlock new weapons. Like Outriders, the game has multiple character classes with unique strengths and weaknesses that impact combat, traversal, and navigation. Next up we have The Division 2. It's billed as a third-person shooter featuring team-based gameplay that takes place in a post-apocalyptic world with a disintegrating civilization. Players in The Division 2 are dropped into an open-world reproduction of Washington, D.C., where many factions have set up business and are fighting for control of various regions. Like Outriders, the game is designed around multiplayer and even includes a system that allows you to sabotage your own teammates. Next up we have Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3 may undoubtedly fill that hole if you've got your fill of Outriders and want something different, despite the tone and visual differences. This isn't surprising given the series' history of over-the-top characters and action, all of which are supported by a colorful cel-shaded graphic style. Borderlands 3 adds new mission types, weapon modifications, and loot tweaks to the prior games, while also resolving the difficulty scaling concerns that plagued earlier installments. Next up we have Monster Hunter World. While there aren't many thematic similarities between Monster Hunter World and Outriders, it does scratch a comparable action RPG itch for lovers of the genre. It casts you and up to 3 pals as hunters on a quest to discover a new unknown planet populated by massive ancient beasts. Unlike other RPGs, Monster Hunter lets you construct and use whatever weapon you desire, as long as you have the necessary ingredients. Next up we have Warframe. It transforms you into a death-dealing space ninja that effortlessly moves at breakneck speeds, which comes in useful while grinding out supplies and opponent spawning. The game, like Outriders, offers a class system that allows you to acquire unique skills and attributes based on your Warframe, weapons, and ability modifiers. Combat is equally as furious and chaotic as it was in Outriders, especially when played with friends. The last game of this video is Risk of Rain 2. Because you're continuously uncovering new stuff that might greatly alter your run, roguelike games inherently thrive at scratching that looter shooting itch. Risk of Rain 2, a third-person shooter that preserves the original's dynamic gameplay and roguelike concept while changing the action from 2D to 3D, is one of our favorites. During each run, you must survive a series of progressively difficult alien adversaries as well as powerful treasure to improve your character's powers. So that's the list of 10 best games like Outriders that you can play in 2021 and 2022. If you enjoy this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel Games Puff and press the bell icon for more gaming videos.